Hello, Indonesia. I'm mxmtoon. You can check out my interview on creativedisc.com, the number one music website in Indonesia.
Hello, seed lovers. Welcome back to another CreativeDisc exclusive interview with me, Lutfi. And today's guest is one of the biggest name in the bedroom pop scene. She already collaborated with many artists, and including my favorite, Carly Rae Jepsen. Oh my goodness. And her streaming numbers is so crazy. Maybe we can crown her as the queen of bedroom pop right now. And also she's on game project with one of the popular game franchise right now, which is we gonna talk about later because the game is so interesting. So without further ado, please welcome Maia, aka mxmtoon. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Those were such nice words. I don't know if I could be the bedroom pop queen, but I'll try to live up to the way you said
But your streaming number is so crazy. Your numbers is so crazy by numbers. Oh my god.
Too nice, too nice.
So, what kind of activity that you are doing lately?
What am I doing lately? Well, okay, so I've been playing a lot of video games, I've been watching a lot of TV, and I've been trying to write some new music too. So I'm kind of keeping a lot of different things going at the same time.
We gonna talk about game later. So, what does it feel to being live on stage again? Like finally.
What is it? How does it feel to play shows again?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's been really weird because I only played shows for like 3 months before I couldn't do it anymore. So I was kind of new to it anyways when I first started. So it's been really fun to kind of try it out again and see how that experience is. But I think it's super fun right now in this moment too, because everybody who's going to the shows is just so excited to be able to see live music again. So everybody's just super excited and having such a fun time when you get to play live music.
So tell me what the detail about your new EP, True Colors.
Yeah, so I have a new EP out called True Colors from Life is Strange, and it's all of the soundtrack that I had to make for Life is Strange True Colors, the new video game from Dengan. And it was really fun. I got to do a couple of covers. They wrote an original called Every Wave, and then I also wrote my own original called In the Darkness. So 4 little tracks for people, and I think they're really fun, and I'm so glad it's out in the world.
Ooh, okay. So in the many songs in the earth, why covering Creep?
Well, they asked me to, so it wasn't my choice necessarily, but I think it actually ended up being okay. I was really nervous to cover it though, because it's such a popular song.
Yeah.
It's such a big song. And so when they told me that they were like, we want you to sing Creep by Radiohead, I was like, are you sure? Because I don't know if I could do a better job than Radiohead does. And so I decided that it wasn't about doing a better job. I just needed to make a version that felt like me. And so that's what I did. And I'm super happy with how it turned out.
but it's interesting when I hearing your version of Creep. It's just like you playing it like a folk song. You know, the original Creep is a very emo-ish and very grungy, and you turn it into like some kind of Bon Iver track. Like I think like what this is like a Bon Iver track.
I tried to make it a little bit different, a little more interesting to my own audience. So if the original Creep is for young emo teenage boys, this one is for young emo teenage girls.
Oh! it's like you make your own mood board on Creep.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what is the message that you want to convey in your newest EP?
I hope in this EP, I think like I feel like the kind of general message is just about people being able to take a moment of quiet and like take a second, take a breather, because the world can get really overwhelming, and it has been for the last year and a half. And it can feel really dark at times when you're in a world that always has bad news everywhere you look. And so I think with this EP, I was just hoping that people, even like the cover artwork, there's a little light bulb on it.
Yes.
If people can look for a little bit of positivity and optimism in the face of everything kind of feeling like it might be bad. So just having some hope.
So let's talk more about game, because I like games, and I already work on game developer in 4 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. I already like a local game developer in Indonesia. It's like 4 years ago. I think it's 3 years ago.
Gosh.
Yes.
So cool.
So let's talk about Life is Strange. So you are making a song for Life is Strange True Colors, which is one of the hottest game right now. It's got a good review. Thanks God it got a good review.
Thankfully, I'm so glad.
Yes. So tell me about when the developer approached you to fill in for the soundtrack.
Yeah, so Deck9 reached out to me and asked me if I would be interested in possibly singing for Alex. And at that time, I kind of knew that there was probably a new Life is Strange game in development, but I was so excited when they told me more about Alex as a character, because when I heard about her, I was like, this sounds exactly like me. And so when I got to sing for her and do like a kind of trial, I just sang like myself and they really liked it and it sounded really good to them. So I got to keep doing it. And so it felt like a really natural and organic kind of development in my involvement. So I feel really grateful that it happened the way it did. And I've been working on it since last year and now it's out in the world. Mm-hmm.
What kind of relatable things that you are relate to Alex?
I would say we have a lot of the shared identities. So I'm a young woman, she's a young woman, she's Asian, I'm Asian too. Yeah. We wear glasses, we both wear glasses, and we're both queer. And so it's really fun to be able to see somebody on a screen that is so similar to me and also get the opportunity to be part of her voice.
I think it's so similar. I think it's near the same, right?
Oh my gosh, nearly the same. Yeah, like 90% the same.
So what do you think you're finally making song for a game?
It doesn't feel real. I just love video games so much. And so I just am really happy that I got to do it. Mm-hmm.
What kind of video game that you like?
I really love titles like Life is Strange. So being able to choose your own adventure is really fun for me. But I love a lot of indie games too. I play anything. So if you hand me a video game, I'll test it out at least once, but I will probably keep playing it too. I'll play anything. Yeah.
What kind of the genre game that you love?
I have been playing a lot of FPS games lately. Oh, wow. So Valorant has been something that has been really fun for me. And I've been playing some Fortnite too. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the difference when you're making song for the game and making song for yourself?
I think there was actually really lucky with this project because I don't know if there was a big difference. The main thing that I thought about when I was writing for Alex was really thinking about, okay, how do I put her story as much as I knew at the time into the lyrics of what was going on? So even though it ended up being really similar to my own way that I would write lyrics, I think there was more intentionality with really trying to emphasize Alex's kind of feeling overwhelmed with the amount of emotions that she has to experience throughout the whole game. So keeping that in mind, but I didn't really have to do a whole lot different than I normally would.
So let's talk about your feed, your Twitter feed with the cat posting. Why?
With what?
Cat posting.
My cat posting?
Yeah.
I have 2 cats and I just can't stop posting them. They're so cute. Why would I not share them?
My cat is already over here too, but yeah. Wait.
Gotta show me.
Here it is.
Oh,
this is already a bit naughty.
So cute. Yeah. So cute. I closed my door so my cats wouldn't interrupt me, but if I had it open, they would be on top of my desk trying to say hi.
So we are already interviewed you in August 2020, and I really like your single "Fever Dream." It's one of the most play track on the last year, I think.
Thank you.
Yes. What's the difference between August 2020 and right now for you?
August 2020. I think at the beginning of August 2020, we were all really trying to figure out what was going to happen next. We had all this news happening with COVID, and we're still getting more news about COVID even today. But I think at that point, it was really, it just felt sad. There was so much bad news, and the world still feels like that, I think, on some days. But I think the difference with the way I feel now is just kind of looking forward to the future and being able to work together with my community and try to see what life can look like at the other side of what's going on in the world right now. And so I tried to write about that a little bit and in the darkness for Life is Strange. But yeah, I think there's a little bit more hope on the horizon.
Wow. So my very, very last question, what's the tips for another musician who make music in their bedroom like you?
Ooh, don't give up because I still don't actually know how to make music.
Ooh.
I somehow keep doing it as a job. The only thing I know how to use is GarageBand, and that worked for me. So if you are a musician who's making music in your bedroom, use whatever tool you have available. You can record on your phone, you can record on a very professional studio microphone. It doesn't matter. Do what's easiest for you.
Ooh, maybe if you didn't like a musician, you maybe like a streamer game, I think.
I think any advice, just use whatever you have in your room. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be good, it doesn't have to be bad. Any sort of musician or streamer can do what they want.
Okay, so this is Maia, everybody, aka mxmtoon. Thank you for having me in this CreativeDisc interview. It is so nice to talk with you, but the time is already so out. So thank you very much, Maia, for this interview. I'm Lutfi signing out on CreativeDisc exclusive interview. So bye bye.